Hello, it's Evelyn here. This will be my last post as a Shawn Petite creative team member. For my project I used some of the papers from the new collage packs from Shawn and worked on a canvas board. These are the supplies I will be using. And these are the stencils. I used a lot of them this time. I started to cut and tear the papers to pieces and made a collage on my canvas board. For this I use golden matte medium. At this point I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I only knew I wanted to use the new sunflower stencil, and then I put down my collage and went with the flow. First I pulled out some colors I wanted to use, some pale pink mixed with some heavier pink, a blue, grey and some brown. Some of these acrylic paints are a little bit translucent, so you can see the collage papers shining through, and I like that very much. So I randomly put down the acrylic paint and then I started with my stenciling. The first stencil I took is the Mercantile 2 stencil, and I did a reverse stenciling. I put the stencil on top of the still wet acrylic paint and took off some of the paint with a baby wipe. It creates a very light and versatile result, and I like this technique very much. For the next layer I used another new stencil from Shawn. This is the Simple Branches stencil, and here I stenciled down some white gesso. Now I use some alphabet, and this is again a new stencil from Shawn. It's the Rustic Font Large stencil, and for this I simply used the paintbrush with the leftover paint. I wanted to stick to my leaves topic for the background, so I grabbed my Spring Leaves stencils 2 and 1, mixed some of the acrylic paints from my palette and applied it to my background. For my last background layer I used another new stencil from Shawn. This is the old type text large. For this I took an art spray. This is from Marabou in black for some contrast. These are acrylic sprays and perfect for mixed media because when they are dry they are waterproof and permanent. For my focal point I urgently wanted to use the new Sunflower Duo stencil from Shawn, and I first used some heavy white gesso to stencil it down, and I will paint it with acrylic paints when the gesso has dried. I decided to draw a face. So I took a reference photo I found on Pinterest, only as a little guide that I easier can find the places where the main features have to go. And I started to draw roughly the lips, the eyes, the nose. For my drawing I use the Mars Lumograph 8B, and this pencil I love to use for my drawing. It's water soluble and very forgiving. If you want to change some drawing, you can easily scrub off the painting with a wet baby wipe. I did speed up the video so that you can watch the whole process without getting too long. Here you can see me using erasers for the white spaces in the face, and I also used Stabilo All in white to highlight some parts of the face. When I was happy with my face, I worked a little bit more on my sunflower. For this I used my Petite pastel pencils in yellow and for the leaves in green. Next I dotted my sunflower seeds with a fine line applicator. It is filled with brown acrylic paint mixed with airbrush medium. For some drama and interest I decided to make some drips. I watered down my acrylic paints and let the paint run down. With the rustic font Collage stencil, I put down the word bloom on tissue paper. I used VersaFine Clear ink and a makeup brush. I took the torn out word and glued it down to my picture with matte medium. I filled the gaps of the letters with my black Stabilo All. I wanted that the word would merge more with the background, so I went over it with some watered down acrylic paint in the background colors. Last, I went around my canvas board with a black soft pastel to frame the whole picture, and that's it. Last but not least, I want to say thank you, dear Shawn, for this amazing year in your creative team. I enjoyed every minute. And now I want to thank my visitors here. Hope to see you maybe on my channel. You can find the informations on the blog. And have a good time. Goodbye.